This is so last second. I don't have music or anything. Oh shit. I don't have music or anything. Oh shit. All right, I apologize to everybody that's tuning in right now. This is going to be like the most jank stream ever. So we're going to start in a couple minutes. I literally don't have nothing set up. I literally just have the starting soon and a face cam sort of set up. This is completely unprepared. Professional. What's going on, everybody? We got a few people in. What's going on, Rocky? I know I need to have music, don't I? Let's get rid of this one. Don't need that. Hey, there we go. What's going on, everybody? So this sort of works a little bit now. What's going on, Shadowrami? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. I know this is probably going to be pretty boring. I need to get some music going. Something. This is going to be so jank. I apologize, everybody. Yeah, this is going to be so this is going to be so jank. I was not prepared to do this at all tonight, but I know that considering some of the stuff that I was hinting at today, some of the things that I've been told today, we need to figure out what the hell is going on with the Switch 2. We need to talk about sort of where we are currently in the space. I got trolled hard by some of my contacts. I mean, I was right. There was a big announcement, and there still could be more. But that being said, I'm going to answer all of your questions just so you guys have an idea of full transparency, except for names, things that were said, how they were said, etc. I need to get some music going, so let's get some Spotify on. What's going on, Kitty33? Sam Bono? I know, I need the Switch 2 now. I do too. I do too. What's with the Switch 2? Reveal tomorrow. What's going on, KT? Right now, I'm not just reading tea leaves. I do have some information that I can share with you guys. But right now, I think that we're gonna wait for everybody else to sort of like stream on in or to sort of come on in. I'm trying to get this figured out so that I can actually be, somewhat a professional streamer. I'll tell you guys who I am, what I do, why I feel like I have the credibility to talk about these types of things, and then hopefully we can just go from there. But yeah, give me a couple seconds so I can get everything else figured out, get some music so that it doesn't seem incredibly boring, and you guys don't have to hear me talk with what is the air conditioning going on in the background if you can hear it. But just let me know in the chat. I'm going to answer whatever questions that you guys may have, even if it gets repetitive. I really don't care if it's getting repetitive or not. Happy to answer whatever questions you guys may have, so just leave them in chat for me, okay? I'm going to put it back to the starting soon thing while I get music figured out, and then hopefully be back in a couple of seconds. What the hell is the... What is my Spotify password? Okay, so I'm not able to get any of the stuff working. Okay, this is going to be a little bit easier so everybody can sort of like see chat and everything else. I'm just, again, sorry for how jank and how unprofessional this is. Okay, here we go. Are we sure of a Nintendo reveal tonight? No Nintendo Music incidents. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It as it stands right now, there is still some discussions, and I've received. Okay, so one of my contacts is with Nintendo. I'm not going to state where in Nintendo, but one of my contacts is with Nintendo. There is. I was told to keep holding my breath. I was told by this exact same source that there was going to be a large event to happen tonight, that there was going to be a large announcement. It wasn't necessarily the large announcement that we were expecting to happen, but yes, there was a large announcement. He was correct, and I'm still being told to hold my breath. Does that mean that it's going to be happening tonight? The next tweet window is going to be 9 p.m. Eastern, so in about 2 hours and 10 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be live for the entire time, but yes. We are expecting something. Is it going to be happening tonight? I don't think we're going to get like an actual launch tonight. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think that we're getting everything dropped tonight. When the Switch was originally launched, and when there was an original reveal for the Nintendo Switch, they did it with a tweet at 7 or 8 p.m. The tweet at 7 or 8 p.m. teased that there was going to be a large announcement that was going to happen the next day. I'm expecting the exact same thing to happen this time. Realistically, every single one of you people, there's 34 people that are currently watching right now. To you, I am just one random person on the internet. Okay, so it's up to you to use your bullshit detectors. If you think that this isn't real, then that's completely 100% up to you, and I respect that. So like Jeff, like I understand exactly where you're coming from, dude. Yeah, the Nintendo Music was the big announcement. Do I think that there could be something else coming? Yes, I was told to keep holding my breath. Does that mean that it's happening tonight? I don't know. Could it happen tomorrow? I mean, will Nintendo release something on Halloween? I don't think they're going to actually do that. So more than likely, we're going to have some pretty good information coming in the next couple of days. I think the absolute worst case is we're going to see something on Friday. This is the first time I think I've heard someone straight up say, I have contacts at Nintendo. Yes, I'm not telling you where I have contacts at Nintendo. I'm not going to tell you what country. It could be Nintendo US, could be Nintendo Canada, could be Nintendo Europe. I'm not going to tell you where it's from. That person could be in this chat right now, might not be. Who knows? Realistically, you pissed me off today, dude, but I'm not going to name names. If you're watching this later on, if you're here, if not, that's cool. But you had an opportunity to tell me that it wasn't going to be the Switch 2 and you didn't. Guys, this audio, okay. Am I peaking like crazy right now? I haven't had to use this in a very long time. It's just been used for calls. And I'm opening a pub, so I apologize. So for a lot of you guys that are sort of figuring out like, who the hell is this guy? My name is Matt. I'm not hiding anything. My name is Matt Lefebvre. I own a influencer marketing agency. I've been working in this space for, oh my God, since 2012. Usually behind the scenes. I was a tech YouTuber for a while, worked with a lot of bigger channels. Worked with NCIX back in the day, Hardware Canucks. Started my own channel, worked for Canada Computers for a while. moved into the influencer management space. So working with a company called Studio 71. If you work in YouTube or in the creative space, you sort of know what that name is. And I created my own agency afterwards, Tech Subject. So do I have credibility? That's up for you to decide. But when it comes to contacts and everything, that's built over the last couple of years. I'm tired of all these rumors, just gets people excited for nothing. I completely understand. Open a Discord server, bro. We need you in these tough times. Listen, yeah, yeah. How confident are you that the contact actually has ties to Nintendo? 100%. 100%. I met them through Nintendo. 100%. So Eric, I'm pretty sure that sort of answers your question a little bit. And if there's anybody tuning in on Twitch, I'm on Twitch as well too. I only shared the YouTube link because, well, realistically, this is the only channel that matters. And Twitch is dying. We can talk about that later if you want to. But can you predict something and it comes true? You can instantly become S rank insider. I mean, I kind of did predict something was going to happen. It wasn't exactly what I was insinuating it could have been. It wasn't what they insinuated it was going to be, but I did sort of predict something, if that sort of helps. Am I expecting more after Nintendo Music? Yes. Is it going to be today? Like I said, the next opportunity for Nintendo to tweet would be probably around 9 o'clock. And I'm really hoping that this doesn't get taken down, that the Nintendo ninjas don't come over and decide that they want to remove this stream. But yeah, the next window is going to be probably around like 9 o'clock for another tweet. So there is going to be a chance that something else could be coming today. Is it likely? After 9 o'clock, no. At which point the teaser for the announcement is probably going to be at some point tomorrow evening, probably around like the same time, 6, 7 o'clock. With the official trailer going live on November 1st, if that's what's going to happen. But it's coming this week, guys. Like 100%, we're going to get something this week. Okay, am I in contact with any of the Nintendo insiders or leakers? If so, have you corroborated with them? No. Nope, I haven't talked to anybody about this. Outside of like just posting shit on Twitter for the past like 3 years. I haven't really talked to anybody about this. I've just used my small little Twitter account, and yeah, I'm still calling it Twitter. Fuck you, Elon. Yeah, just been posting everything that I've been hearing from contacts at Nvidia, AMD when they were pitching on the business. Basically just figuring out who and what is actively going on and involved with the Switch 2 so that I can relay that information. If there is, of course, a liar hates Twitter. No, I'm not Piero. I'm not Piero. If I was, I'd be talking from his account. We may know similar people. Have I ever talked with him? No. No idea who he is. Guys, I'm sorry. This is actually really boring. I wish I could have some music playing right now. This is Nate the Hate. No. Guys, I don't know. I need to be very careful when I say this. Okay. When it comes to large YouTube influencers that specialize in Nintendo Switch, do I know some of them? Yes. But do I talk to a lot of them about this? No, not at all. Mostly just because, number one, I like to keep a lot of this information to myself. Number two, these could be discussions that I have with different employees or developers that I have a working NDA or a friend DA, so a friend NDA, where I haven't signed anything. My agency hasn't officially signed anything, but I also know at certain points not to discuss that information because it would restrict me from being able to do business with them in the future. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm just reading chat right now. Bros, no, I'm not. I promise. Elon can go to double hockey 6. Yep. I'm not a fan of Elon Musk, although I do like what he makes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do love a Tesla, even though the QC is just absolutely horrible. Have you ever gotten something right before, bro? Yes. Yes. In fact, I would. Do I call this out? Why not? So 3 years ago, just give you a really great idea. Was it 3 years ago? Yeah. We're 2024. Year and a bit ago. I heard from 3 different sources that the specs for the Switch 2 was already confirmed, which include 12 gigs of RAM, 32 tensor cores with a DLSS RTX capable GPU. It's based on Lovelace, so the Ada architecture, and it had a 6-core CPU. That's basically been all but confirmed. And I talked about that on September 8th, 2023. Now, we are going to have more of a confirmation a little bit later down the line once the actual Switch gets unveiled to everybody. But I think that this is already sort of industry decided on specs based off of all the components, etc., that have gone their way to manufacturing facilities on behalf of Nintendo. So again, this is September 8th, 23. So over a year ago when I talked about what the specs were going to be, and it looks like it looks like that's actually going to be true. You want to see a link? Sure. Share it in chat. Here you go. So for all you guys that don't want to go digging, did I get to see anything? I have not been invited to Nintendo of America. I have not been invited to Nintendo Canada. I haven't seen anything outside of what has already been shared online. I did know that it was called out as of about 6 months ago. But I have nothing to back that up. So guys, there's absolutely no way that that I can prove that statement. So for anybody to take my word as gospel when it comes to the validity of the statement where I said that I found out that it was announced about 6 months ago, that's up to you. Again, I'm some guy on the internet. That's it. Someone screenshotted one of my tweets on the Switch 2 subreddit. That's how I ended up here. Welcome, dude. Prime. Again, guys, if you have any questions, I'm just going to be talking with you, chat. What's going on, buddy? Welcome. Do I think I'm going to see it before November 5th? Yes. I think the absolute last chance that we're going to see it, based off of what I've been hearing, based off of realistically what Nintendo has historically done, I think we're going to see it before November 1st. I mean, Forrest, there's literally no way someone can be 100% certain that it's going to happen, but I'd say it's very, 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 very likely that we get the teaser tomorrow. Listen, it's either going to be tonight in an hour at 9 o'clock, or we're going to get it tomorrow, and the teaser will be stay tuned tomorrow for a large announcement And if let's say Nintendo of America decides that they want to add their little flair to it, they'll add like some sort of like trick or treating sort of spin to it. So who knows? What if they just revealed the Alarmo 2 Pro? That would be actually kind of funny. That would be the second time that I would be made a fool of by somebody. So guys, the NVIDIA tweet that I put out a little while ago, just to give a little bit of, behind the scenes. And I really don't mind sharing this right now. I really don't mind sharing this at all whatsoever because he kind of fucked me over a little bit. And if you guys don't like my language, I apologize. It's not very professional, but that's fine. So one of my guys at NVIDIA, he is a program manager, works with different talent, has worked with influencer marketing, etc. I'm not going to name a name because there's quite a few of you guys that are out there. The second that he saw that I was talking about the Switch 2, he decided, knowing that it wasn't going to be this announcement, because they would have, or they're going to have some sort of a co-announcement. NVIDIA has invested a pretty significant amount of time in the Tegra architecture and the chip that's gone into this. So they are going to be doing some sort of announcement at the same time or just afterwards when the Switch 2 is announced this week, where they're going to be talking about the architecture and the information behind it. So knowing that it wasn't going to be that, he decided that he wanted to twist the knife a little bit, see how much social capital I was willing to burn on it. I'm not listening to you anymore, buddy. So Chad, I'm just going to continue talking about it. You say a 6-core lovely CPU based on a 1024 GPU. There's a 1536 ampere cores. So Digitensai, this is a cut down version of a automotive chip. So realistically, it's not the actual full thing, mostly just because they want to create. So this time around, I strongly believe that the roadmap for this, the predecessor to the Switch, for the Switch 2, is going to have multiple different versions based off of the same SoC on the same sock. So they would produce the original device based off of a cut down variant of that chip in order to give themselves wiggle room to offer something more akin to the PS5 Pro, etc. mid life cycle to add that performance boost. Okay, so what if it doesn't happen? What's going to be the next plan, bro? What's going to happen? Well, you guys will obviously know not to trust me. I would have burnt all of my social capital, and I can kiss goodbye any type of a hope to getting back into content. I think it's ultimately be more powerful, take on the Switch. I'm mostly interested in the next 3D Mario. I agree. I mean, the really interesting part is that it works off the exact same architecture as the current Switch, meaning like the game file system is roughly the exact same. Cartridge spaces are going to be very similar in size and shape. The only major difference is that the SD card portion that stores the games is going to be more higher capacity and a little bit faster. Prime, I'll tell you what, if they tease it tonight or tomorrow, I'll give you the biggest social bump you could get with, well, this guy knew. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. If my answer is wrong, I burned all shot. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I trust this source. I trust them very, very, very much. November 1st sounds very odd, plus All Saints Day. Yeah, I agree with you. But as it stands right now, they've pushed this so far. Realistically, they wanted to have. Oh, how far behind baseball do I get? One sec. Let me turn on a light. Okay. So here. Okay, how far do you guys want me to get into like the weeds about like why this has taken so long? It's not balls if you have nothing to risk. Yeah, true. Matt, do I know other things too, like what the main launch game is going to be? Uh, right now, nothing that I want to share. Nothing I'm concerned about, or nothing that I'm very confident about. Explain as much balls deep, right? Yeah, thanks, dude. How much do I know? Okay, so Ounce was originally supposed to come out at some point last, or it was supposed to be announced some point last year. There has been a major disruption, as everybody sort of knows. There's been a major disruption in the tech space when it comes to logistics. And the vast majority of people that work in the space, that work in the chip space specifically, they have seen astronomical demand at fabs. Okay. So what that means is that with the amount of companies right now that are currently investing in AI, there has been a significant demand increase at TSMC and other like fabricators. Okay. Oh, how far do I want to go with this? So when Nintendo was originally supposed to take custody or take ownership of their shipment, their allotment at TSMC with NVIDIA fell down the pecking order because NVIDIA kept on reallocating investment into more profitable products. So, and my camera just died. All right, guys. Sorry, 1 second. Let me see if I can get this back up. I'll continue my thought without this. Yeah, no, my camera just died. I thought I was going to be plugged in through the power, but it's not. I'll get something up in a second. So, continuing on what I was saying is that when NVIDIA makes their agreements with TSMC and the other fabricators of SoCs or chips, they basically buy buckets of allotment based off of the node that they plan on using. So like 5 nanometers, etc. They buy these massive buckets. And they're not able to purchase more because TSMC usually sells everything out within, X amount of time. There's usually not that much more allotment, etc. So when there's more profitable products that could be made, certain parts of their product stack get pushed. It's going to be, right now, it's not made off of Samsung. It's made from TSMC, Mike. It's made by TSMC, I should say. So this is sort of like getting pushed down the pecking order based off of all the orders that NVIDIA has been getting for AI processors. It's going to be 4. From what I know, it'll either be 5 or 4. Let me see if I can get the camera back up, guys. 1 sec. I'm still here. Nintendo didn't get me. Don't worry. I'm about to do open heart surgery on my camera. Hopefully this works. I haven't tried this yet. I have a sort of like a dummy battery that's going to slide into the camera and then sort of like go to power out. Hopefully that works. Is it going to be called the switch to no? Audio cutout? Yeah, no, that's my bad. That's my bad. Can you tell us what launch game it'll have and what the name of the successor? Also, make me mod, bro. I brought people from Family Board. Thanks, buddy. Reverse Wii U is coming. I completely agree with that. Do I know any games? Yes. But am I able to share? No, it's going to be an LCD screen. It's 100% going to be an LCD. It's going to be a very nice LCD, but it's going to be an LCD. 1 second, guys. I'm going to see if I can get my camera back up. Son of a bitch. This is why influencers make the big bucks. How they do this, I'll never really understand. I can just hear Alinity tuning in and laughing at me over this. This guy, for real? That's up for you to decide, dude. I'll take a nice LCD. The tech's coming a long way. Yeah, 100%. It has. It'll still be VA, probably a VA panel, so you can get decent blacks out of it, but decent enough. Do I know when it's going to be revealed? Guys, literally the only thing that I've been told since the Nintendo Music announcement was this. Are you ready? I was told to continue holding my breath. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what you meant. Does that mean it's happening tonight? Kind of insinuated that. But he also insinuated that the big announcement was going to be... the big announcement was going to be the Switch 2. And was that actually the case? No, but the Nintendo Music was pretty big. It was pretty big. Work. No, the camera's not working. Holding breath, holding out hope. Yeah. Thanks for the thanks for the translation, Prime. I appreciate it. And camera's still not working. What the Is this what I get? Do I have to go to like a classic webcam? Did it overheat? Work? Yes. Okay, is it coming back on? Are we back? Are we back? Success! Success! Hello, everybody. I'm here. Can you see me? Can you see me? Did I make this work? Listen, when I said this was going to be scuffed, I meant this was going to be scuffed. Let's see if I can, 1 sec, just so I can show you guys what I had to do. You know what? I haven't checked my DMs in a second. I was told to keep holding my breath. So does that mean tonight? I don't know. But here's also something that I do know. See, press usually gets a decent wind of a lot of these announcements. Bryce, I'm not giving you my DMs. That's if that was to happen, I can guarantee that somebody at Nintendo or one of the developers that may be in Toronto will try to kill me. Am I launch fairly early next year? No, I think we're getting a launch. I think that we are getting like an official launch in the next 72 hours. We'll know more probably in the next 45 minutes-ish if it's going to happen tonight. At this point, I mean, that's the next window for Nintendo to tweet. They usually tweet in 3-hour intervals. But yeah, next opportunity is probably going to be in 45 minutes. So one sec, I'm going to show you how jank what I had to do. Let's see if this even still works. Have you guys ever used this before? The Elgato Epoch Cam. It's kind of cool. All right, so let's see here. See, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. Here's how unprepared I was for this stream. I don't have my my Stream Deck even set up properly. I haven't done this in a very long time. Very long time. Okay, will you work? Virtual camera. Are you going to work? Are you going to work? No, you're not. Okay, that's fine. So I was going to show you guys on my phone because I can connect this. Maybe, you know what? Let me install the drivers quickly so you can see it. But, you know, I was not prepared for this. And maybe that's also something that you guys can sort of like take credence in. If someone is going to try to capitalize on a lot of the shit that I've been saying tonight, they would be a lot more prepared, especially if they're going to live. So we'll see. Did I see the Nintendo event thing where they're using an emulator? I'm going to give you guys a little bit more inside baseball. Guys, thanks for the follows, by the way. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. When you're using an emulator or when you're using the PC to demo games in a live environment, you are going to have far more granular control over what you are capturing and how it's going to perform. So it's not that uncommon to see stuff being used and showcased on PC for a console specific game. That's not uncommon. I'd actually be more surprised if when they're doing, like, let's say there's like a live reveal, etc. I'd be more surprised if the demo was actually live and not running on a PC if they were using handheld. Prime, as I told you on X, not making any videos on this, but it should go down. You'll get a shout out. Dude, I'm not, Prime, I'm not looking for anything with this, actually. I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. If this doesn't turn out, then I'm going to have some very strong words for my source down at Nintendo. Try to figure out why I was led astray when everything else I've been told has been accurate. That being said, I'm not looking for anything here. Realistically, if I was just trying to get some sort of cred, there would be a lot more. I'd be much more prepared for this entire thing to capitalize on it. We all know what this sort of exposure does to people and how if you're not really prepared to take advantage of it, you're kind of like wasting your opportunity. I get that. But yeah, there's no way. If I'm wrong on this, then I don't even know what to say to that. If I'm wrong about this, then yeah, we'll just have to deal with it. And I've lost all of my social credibility. But I don't care if people are going to hate if I am wrong. I don't think that I am. What made me decide to hop on stream? I was getting a lot of tweets and people sending me requests for DMs asking for more information. So I thought, why not just answer all these questions instead of typing it out? I was literally putting my 2.5-year-old to bed tonight, and my phone is blowing up. So I thought, why not? If you guys have questions, I'm going to stand here in front of you face to face so you can see my face and I can answer those questions. Can I share what I know about Pokemon? No. They've been... Game Freak has been through a lot over the last couple of weeks. So as much as I do know something, I'm not gonna... No. Is there anything Pikmin related? No. How are we supposed to believe you? How are we supposed to just believe you? You're not. You're not. I hate to break this to you, but I'm some guy on the internet to you. Until I say something that is refuted in the next couple of days, that is deemed to be proven in the next couple of days, or maybe in the next half an hour, don't. If anything, take this as like a learning experience to just be like, this is internet literacy. If you choose to not believe me, that's great. View this as like, stay on stream until 9. Okay. If you choose not to believe me, that's actually very good internet literacy. Until I prove to you in any given way, shape, or form that I'm worthy of your trust, then do not trust. That's like me saying I'm going to let Guy Beam hang around my 16-year-old daughter. I do not have a 16-year-old daughter. And if you don't know who Guy Beam is, you're not going to get that joke. But is there any ZA news coming this week or pushback for Switch 2? They may be back to back. Let's see. What are the specs going to be? Be able to run the most current gen games? Yes. Will it have DLSS? Yes. I hate saying 100%, but the way that the chip has been designed, it has been designed to leverage DLSS. It has been designed to leverage ray tracing capabilities. Will it have the ability to play these games? Yes. 100%. How much is it going to cost? The price has already been leaked out, but it's going to probably be around like $399. It'll be a 1080p screen. Storage, I'm not 100% certain as to exactly what it is, but it will have expandable storage. I think I talked about storage before, but it will have expandable storage. $60 or 120 hertz? 60. It's not going to be 1536 for the CUDA count. It's going to be cut down. How big of an upgrade? It'll be significant. It will be very significant. Would it be able to run GTA 6? Yes. Yes, it will be able to run GTA 6. And no, this is not brought to you by Coca-Cola. I just needed something to drink. Talking a lot is difficult for me. I'm not used to it. Wait, there's a Switch 2? No! Is Mario Kart 8 getting ported on the Switch 2? No. How's it? Is it comparable to SS docked? Nick, what do you mean by SS? If I lose my sanity, it's your fault. Dude, I lost my sanity a long time ago. Backwards compatible? Yes. It will be backwards compatible with cartridges and through digital stuff. So it's going to be so backwards compatible that the actual file structure of the games themselves are the exact same as the original Switch. So the main reason, do I go here? I don't want to get people fired. Okay, so the main reason why Nintendo made the decision now to go after Yuzu and Ryujinx is because of the fact that the file system for the games, the future games, they are either very similar or the exact same to the current file structure and system of the Switch. That means that Switch 2 games would have been possible to run on Yuzu or Ryujinx. So in order to protect their investment for launch, and in order to protect the investment of their publishing partners at launch, they made a concerted effort to stamp down now on piracy-related activities, and to stamp down on those that support the ability to play those outside of to play those titles outside of the official platform, so that they can protect their publishers and their first party titles for when it does launch. 30 minutes remaining. Yep. I hope you guys are refreshing the Nintendo of America account. Is it releasing in early 2025? Okay, this is where I've been hearing conflicting information. This is where I've been hearing conflicting info. So, the original launch window was supposed to be for holiday of 24, so holiday this year. They did that they were planning on doing that in order to maximize sales and conversion. But because of production delays, etc., it looks like that if they are able to hit their window, it's going to be March. I highly doubt Nintendo will announce the Switch 2 right after announcing the music app. They are two completely unrelated products. Listen, the Nintendo Music was a huge request for fan service. And it's a big announcement. I wish that my source had told me that that's exactly what was going to be announced. Otherwise, I would not have teased the Switch 2 or talked about the Switch 2 as much as I had. Literally, the only thing I was told was there is going to be a very large announcement today, and that I should watch. What was the exact wording? 1 second. Okay, the exact wording was, and I quote, "Huge announcement today. Probably going to be around the 24-hour mark from our last tweet." That's basically what it was. So is this like an absolutely huge announcement? Yes. Like Nintendo Music, people have been wanting an official source to be able to listen to these things for a very long time. But it's a completely different product. And while it is a very big thing, it's not going to cannibalize attention from something else. Have I seen the holiday seals argument for 24? That was the original plan. The original plan, from what I know, was to have it available this year. But realistically, I don't think that that's possible. For where they are in production, as far as I know, from where they are currently right now in production and the yields coming out of TSMC for the chips that have been sent through, it doesn't look like that's going to be a thing for this year, if I'm being completely honest. They've been posting slightly later than usual. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure why. It could just literally be the social media manager at the given Nintendo of location changing it up a little bit. But roughly they have the exact same posting window all the time based off when they schedule things. Any weird gimmick? Yes. Willing to share? No. That would get people fired. Holiday sales argument is that they won't announce it this year because it'll hurt holiday sales. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but no. The Switch has already run through its life cycle. What those sales are right now is to run through product that is currently stagnant in channel. So by the exact same argument, when the 3DS was announced years ago, they should have stopped selling the 2DS or the Nintendo DS, right? But they didn't. They had both consoles being sold simultaneously without fear of them cannibalizing each other because they have a different value proposition. So a person that wants to buy the Nintendo Switch now will have the ability to do it. It will not hurt sales that much, if any, because of where they currently are in the life cycle of the Switch. Where demand currently states right now, they've sold basically everything that they thought that they would be able to sell, if not more. So this year is basically just an opportunity, or these holiday sales are just an opportunity to try to get and remove whatever inventory that they may have left available. The mobile versus console announcement. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to catch up on chat. I've been talking a lot. Any chance of it shadow dropping tomorrow morning instead of it being announced tonight? No. I mean, is it possible? Yeah, but given what they've done historically, I don't think that they're gonna just shadow drop something this big. I think that they're going to leverage the amount of hype that they currently have and control a news cycle. When you shadow drop something, you're running the risk that you're not going to be able to control the news cycle. What's going to happen to my career after this? I don't know. That's a very deep question. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And social capital is kind of gone, but that's fine. I'd be able to build that back up. But realistically, my agency, the company that I built, has seen roughly better days anyway. So might have been a time to do a bit of a change anyways. But as it currently stands right now, we're good. I believe you're not saying crazy stuff to get clout. Thanks, Mike. Family members will understand. I missed something. Is there a cafe in the reveal trailer? Guys, I haven't seen the reveal trailer. I have not seen the reveal trailer. If I had, I wouldn't tell you that I had either. Mostly just because that would be pushing it too far. And if it's possible for someone to trace me back to someone that works at Nintendo that could be telling me or helping me out with answering some of these questions, etc., or that has been giving me information for the past 4 or 5 years, if I was to share information, okay, here's what I do know. There are 4 or 5 different versions of the trailer that are currently, or that were in development with Nintendo. Okay. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get 4 or 5 different versions of it, but a lot of times when a major announcement is going to happen, there are subtle differences in each one of the trailers that they can find leaks if they happen. So I'm not going to fall into that trap. And the last thing I want to do is screw somebody over for their career and their life, for trading on what I may or may not have seen and sharing that with, 130 people on the internet where nothing ever dies. So, bro's gonna be cooked when nothing happens in 20 minutes. Falcon, I haven't said that it's gonna happen in 20 minutes. I said it's probably gonna happen very soon. Do I think that they could have another announcement? It's very possible. That's gonna be 6 p.m. Pacific time, and if I remember correctly, where's Nintendo of America? Where are they located? Because I don't think they would release something at 3 p.m. Pacific. And they might hold off. Nah, they might hold some stuff off. But I have to ask. Silksong? No comment. Brooke, that's just funny. This is a mistake, man. I'm sorry. Probably. This is going to live on the internet for forever. So if it's a mistake, I'm not burning anybody. I haven't released anything that's going to get people shit canned or whatever. So are we going to get a reveal tease today? Like I said, I've been pretty transparent. I'm not transparent with you guys that you haven't seen the DM, but the DM has basically just said to hold my breath. Does that, and it just shut off again. They're after me, guys. There's someone at my front door. No, I'm kidding. No, the FBI is not here. Why does this keep on happening? I'm still here, guys. I'm just trying to figure out why this keeps on shutting off. Unless it's literally overheating. Why? Do I need a fan? Like, if this needs... The ninjas are at my front door. Okay, so hold on a second. Okay, camera should be back. You know what? It might have been overheating. It should be back in a second, guys. The camera's back on. I got to change the temp on this. One second. More behind baseball, guys. One sec. Temp target. Where's the temp target? Is this working? It's still not working. There we go. Okay. So back to chat. All right. I might have to change the temp target. You guys might not know what that is, or if you know cameras, you might, but might need a fan. Well, okay. So Prime, you know, you create YouTube content. You know what this is. I'm using the ZV-E10. It's brand new. It's old. It's very old. A couple years old, but yeah, it's overheating. That's what I'm getting. It's an overheating thing. So I got to turn this down. One sec, guys. I have an idea. Anybody want to take bets on whether or not this is going to chop my finger off when I actually get it turned on? So some people are thinking that there could be an announcement or there could be another tweet within 20 minutes. That's their next window of opportunity in which to get a tweet out. Do I think that that's a possibility? I mean, yes. They usually would post a tweet. They don't do anything other than sooner than a 3-hour window. But is there a chance? Yes, there is a chance. I'm full on hopium until Tuesday next week. I'll take anything at this point. Prime. I think the vast majority of us are. We've been waiting way too long for this. Is there a chance that it could happen today? Possibly. The later that this goes, it kind of... Hold on. One second. Yes. One second, guys. To my friend at NVIDIA, I'm not going to shut the fuck up. Sorry, guys. Let's go. No, yeah, okay. If anyone wants you to shave your head, if I'm wrong, no. This is nice hair. I'm not going to shave my head if I'm wrong. I just won't have people believe me again. You said that he was running the stream off a Switch. I wish I was running. No, I actually have a decent gaming computer. When you work in the gaming space, that sort of has to come with the territory. Okay, NVIDIA guy, stop. And yeah, my camera just shut off. Internal temperature is too high. How do I turn the temp down on this? ZVE10 overheating. I'm gonna have to set up this fan, I think. So it's been live, like I've been live for how long now? Oh, and I haven't dropped any frames. That's not bad. I haven't asked this, guys. Does this stream actually look good? Okay, I have a ZVE10, dude. It's 69 minutes. Is my room full of the sun? No, apparently this camera overheats. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I have no idea. I'm gonna set up a fan on the back of this, and I'm gonna change the temp target to see if that actually helps. Because okay, so after changing the overheat setting to high, yeah, I'm gonna try doing that. One sec. If not, I'm gonna have to break out the Elgato camera and use that because this is getting ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys. Again, I told you this is going to be a scuffed stream. Like, it's not, I'm not prepared to be a professional streamer. Not yet, at least. Okay, focus assist, that's fine. Where's, there we go, boom. Overheating temp. I know you guys might be able to see something. I don't know if you can see it or not, but sorry for my ugly ass face. No, I need this. Boom. Right here, set up. 2. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out where this heat sensor portion is. Probably be better if I took this off. One second, guys. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is not the best setup. I was not prepared to go live today. So I'm just gonna amateur hour here. You're absolutely right. It's completely amateur hour. All right, let's see. Nintendo's overheating his camera, so it shuts off. Yeah, my camera's been hacked, and it's. Oh, I'm gonna end up making bad jokes. I can't do that. No, it's just because the camera that I'm using should have some like overheating protection that shuts it off early at certain temperatures. I had no idea. This is not how this should work. And yes, Okay, another DM. If I have to, I'm just going to go to a... if I have to, I'll just go to the Elgato camera. I really don't want to do that. And I'll just end up using this for just shooting stuff for my family. Where is... 1 second. There's got to be a temperature setting here. Now this is turning into... Now this is turning into like a tech support for cameras. I'm still answering your questions, guys. If you have any more questions. Is it called Switch 2? Yes. Hold on. Reconnecting. I just lost my internet. I just lost my internet connection. What is happening right now? Guys, can you still hear me? Okay, this is weird. OBS has shut down completely. It says my stream is no longer active. Did my Twitch stream get shut down? Oh. Yeah, no, I know you guys are here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys for staying here. My Twitch stream got taken down. Interesting. That is interesting. Why would they post a music thing and then overshadow it 3 hours later? Again, there is no guarantee that they're going to overshadow it 3 hours later at 9 o'clock. I said the next window of opportunity was in order for them to release something, to tweet something, the next window of opportunity for that next potential tweet drop would have been at 9 o'clock. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be announced today at 9 o'clock, but just the next window of opportunity was going to be that. Okay, I just got to figure out my camera. 1 second. This is ridiculous. So I'm still answering your questions. Hi, Nintendo, if you're reading this. You may have taken down my Twitch stream. That's perfectly okay. What's the last window of opportunity? There is no last window of opportunity. The Switch 2 will release when it releases. Whether or not it's the last window of opportunity for me, that's up to you guys. The last window is probably shortly before the November 5th meeting. That's accurate. Depending on whether or not they've been able to... I don't know if they're going to want to wait until that point. They're probably going to want to have some sort of sales figures or pre-order figures to present at that point. So I guess I'm sort of like arm deep into this camera's menu so I can figure out where the overheating protection is. So I can get this camera back up and running. It's network stuff. It's not going to be in playback. Power settings. Auto off temp. There it is. High. Okay. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I don't need this now. Wait a second. Oh, that was so dumb. Oh, I'm such an idiot. That was one of the stupidest things I think I've ever done. Okay. So I'm literally putting power into this thing in two different sources. That was stupid. Holy. Okay. Boom. Boom. Let's see if this is going to work now. It should work for you guys. Overheating protection should be so much better. Okay. OBS. 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 Hi. Hey, chat. This has been more about the camera than the actual topic. I know it's not my fault that it keeps on shutting off. I mean, it is. But yeah, that's my camera's fault. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Listen, you'll be revered as the Messiah if it happens. Okay, guys. No. Do not revere anybody as something like that. No. It just means that someone has built trust. And realistically, my role in all of this is just to talk about something that we're all passionate about. As somebody who Puro V2. We're 5 minutes from the next window of opportunity. We need more info on your Nintendo contact. Not a chance. Not a chance. Hello, wife.
What are you doing?
I'm live on YouTube.
Oh. Doing what?
Talking.
Oh, that was a Halloween costume.
Yeah. Hello, wife. I'm live right now.
Okay.
I've been live for a little bit.
I'm just getting chocolate.
You're just getting chocolate. You're sneaking. Okay. Sorry, guys. My wife is.
So close to the door.
Why is it so close to the
I
door?
don't know who else is sneaking chocolate.
Chocolate's
always gone. We can get more.
I cannot confirm or deny that I've been sneaking my child's chocolate or the children's chocolate. We need to buy another box.
We have to buy another box.
We have to buy another box.
Oh my god.
Wife is not my Nintendo contact. No.
Your wife is what?
Not my Nintendo contact.
Oh. Who are you talking
No. There's 130 people in stream right now.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at you go.
I know. Look at this.
Look at you.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Look at you.
Look at this. Yeah, they're gonna see you in a second. Now you're
Where's
there.
your camera? Oh, I was
It's
like, where
right
am
there.
I? Oh,
You're right
geez.
there.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
I was wondering who you were talking to.
Bye. No, I'm not. Yeah. Oh, I am talking to myself. There's just 134 people witnessing my insanity. My wife is Nintendo contact. They're coming. Okay. Where was I going with this? I just got the kiss of death from the Nintendo Ninja. Okay. So where was I? Guys, help me out here. Chat. Please save me. I get a kiss from my wife and I just get all flustered. Nintendo fan with a wife, big if true. Can I get some W's in the chat, please? Can I get some W's in the chat? A wife and 2 kids. 2 kids. And they're mine. That needs to be. They're mine. You know what that means? I touch grass. Current Joy-Cons usable in the next console? Yes. Thank you, guys. Bro, your Twitch stream VOD is still up. Are you sure you didn't accidentally end it? 100%. So I'm using Adium's multi-stream service. If any of you guys know what that is. But it should be streaming into both, and there's no reason for YouTube to still be up and Twitch to be down because they are the exact same stream split into different directions. When it comes to DLSS, the only thing that I don't know about with DLSS is whether or not it's going to be DLSS 3.5, which includes frame generation. I've seen some discussion both ways, that it's going to have frame gen for when it's docked. So frame gen when it's docked, and will not have DLSS or frame gen when it's handheld. Joy-Con drift. So as far as I know, there will be Hall sensors in those Joy-Cons. Get your refreshing fingers ready. Come on, people. Nintendo of America. So this will be the next window. If there is going to be anything, it will be within this window. Mostly just because this is the opportunity they have to say, hey, stay tuned for an important announcement that we want to make tomorrow. So they can give the Nintendo Music announcement a bit more room to breathe, have that fan service work. But again, guys, that doesn't necessarily mean that my source has not told me that it's going to happen now. They said, and I quote, hold your breath. Does that mean it's going to happen now? No. Does that mean it could happen in the next couple of days? Probably. And is my camera overheating? No, I think we're good. They've been doing things at 9:05 recently. Yes, they have. The 9 o'clock tweet will probably be around like 9 something. So we'll see. No, so Zach, I don't know if frame gen is 100% going to be included when docked. Okay. I've heard things and have seen things that go both ways, that there is going to be some sort of implementation of DLSS. Will that be DLSS? And yeah, there's still nothing right now. We're at 9 o'clock. Even on the dot, 9 o'clock is past. Doesn't look like there's anything right now. Listen, Kenji, I appreciate you tuning in, dude. I appreciate you tuning in. That's it. If it turns out that I am not correct, that it's going to be happening in the next couple of days, I'm assuming, I was hoping that it would come out tonight based off the information that I was told in advance of the Nintendo Music announcement. But dude, that's fine. Listen, bro, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in here. You've been here for what, the past hour and a bit, hour and a half? Dude, thank you. We all want this to happen, right? We all want this to happen. So my information was wrong. No. No, I just came back to say that. All right. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thanks for the extra view. This guy's talking out of his ass. Dude, think what you want. This is the internet. Okay. Use your internal bullshit detector. If you think that I'm bullshitting you and I'm just trying to talk, then that's fine. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Ultimately, this doesn't mean anything. If we get it today, if we get it tomorrow, we get it 6 months down the line, that's not going to happen. But if we get it 6 months down the line, then we're all going to be happy. We all want the exact same thing. We want to see a new version of a console that we all love. Can I give you something to corroborate my credentials? Yes. I was told that there was going to be a large announcement today at 6 p.m. Eastern. That it was going to be a very large announcement at 6 p.m. Eastern. I was incorrect in the fact that I assumed that it was going to be a teaser based off of previous conversations that I had with the source, but I assumed incorrectly, and I will wear that there was going to be an announcement for the Switch 2 today. I assumed incorrectly. I will wear that. However, I did just say that the information that was given was that there was going to be a major announcement at 6. And that was correct. And the original NX tweet was 28 minutes from now. Yes, it was. Nintendo Japan just posted a clock tower tweet. Ladies and gentlemen, if this turns out to be right, then it happened just now. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Okay, so there's a Europa World clock tower. Okay. All right. So again, see you later, Kenji. See you, dude. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have a track record to back up my claims? It depends on whether or not you guys want to go through my my Twitter history. I'm not going to go. Guys, leave him alone. Kenji's allowed to be disappointed. Am I going? John Gomez, am I baiting? No. Kenji's allowed to have his opinions. I will defend his ability to communicate his opinions as much as he's disappointed in it. That's fine. I appreciate him coming in and watching. That's all right. Your NVIDIA guy messaged you. I mean, he did send me a text. He did send me a message. He did send me a DM, but he's just being an asshole. So, unless you're not, are you? We'll see. Ask a question about your previous tweet regarding the number of GPU cores in the SOC. Agent, I don't think it's real, so I'm not going to put it out. That wasn't challenging your credentials, just genuinely asking. No, I appreciate that. So more from what I understand about the SoC, the system on a chip, is that there's going to be multiple different versions of that chip that NVIDIA is going to be sending to Nintendo. At launch, the chip will be cut down, meaning it will not have its full capabilities, so that they will be able to release a more powerful product in the same line as the PS4 Pro, PS5 Pro, etc. We've seen some discussions about how Nintendo was looking at how Sony's business model has progressed over the past couple of years when it comes to their hardware development, and that was sort of going to be one of the topics. Seems like the 9 p.m. didn't work out. Do I think it's going to be 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow? No. I think that if we're going to get another tweet from Nintendo teasing anything that could happen, it'll probably be in the evening or maybe in the early afternoon tomorrow. And it'll be along the lines of what we saw for NX. Basically just saying that we have an important announcement to make. Stay tuned at this specific time. It'll probably be on the 1st. Can I give you an example of something I've correctly leaked in the past? No. Was I completely 100% correct about Nintendo Music today? No. Was I correct that Nintendo was going to announce something large today? Yes. Did I infer that it was the Switch 2 announcement? Yes. That was just based off the conversations that I had with that source. I assumed that that's what they were talking about based off of what our conversations were. Something big was announced at 6 o'clock. Have I leaked things in the past? This is my first. This is the first that has gotten traction, if you want to say it like that. So for some of you guys that are just joining in, I've been working in the tech space since, 2012. I've been working in the advertising space since 2011. I own a influencer marketing agency. I've been a YouTuber, a tech YouTuber, I've worked with multiple major tech channels before in the tech space. I have worked with some of the biggest, if not the biggest, content creators on this planet. Some of them good, some of them bad. That doesn't matter. Thanks, Bell. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Does that necessarily mean that I have credibility? No, I haven't necessarily earned 100% of your trust and credibility yet. I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking you to look at me and say, this guy is someone that is 100% believable. Dude, I'm just some dude on the internet. Have I leaked anything? Well, we'll find out how accurate my leaks have been once the Switch 2 is officially announced, right? As of like a year ago, I've been talking about this for a year and a half. This is just finally getting traction. So has a delay out of this year and not revealing the system upset some of the development partners? Yes, 100%. Hasn't upset them, but it has forced them to make adjustments to their plans. So it has forced companies and developers to change windows. You did not answer my original question. Like anything not Switch related, doesn't have to be true. Just have I leaked anything at all? I've talked about NVIDIA stuff in the past. Like, it depends on like what we're looking at for. They didn't announce it at 9 p.m. because I leaked it. No, my talking about this to 100 people is not gonna change anything. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody that's leaving. We've been live for about 94 minutes. There's still 93 of you watching, so I appreciate everybody tuning in. There isn't going to be. I really don't think there's going to be anything tonight. But when I do go live next, probably in like the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to be doing Halloween with my kids, so maybe not tomorrow. But if I do go live in the next couple of days, there will be a reason behind it. Okay, have I leaked anything at all that has turned out to be true? Sorry, 1 second. I just want to read back what you're asking me. No, I haven't leaked. I haven't leaked anything. You need to define like what you're asking, what the question is. Can you reword the question for me? Yes, I have leaked things in the past. Have they gotten any traction? No. Not outside of like the generic tech space. Like I've talked about NVIDIA GPUs before they've been available. I've talked about AMD stuff before it's been available. When I have the ability to talk about something in advance of it, I will. There's been times when I haven't been able to because of NDAs. But that's just the nature of the business. When is the next window? Well, more than likely, if I'm looking at when Nintendo's looking at doing this, we're probably going to be seeing something tomorrow with an announcement tomorrow with a trailer on the 1st. So we are going to be seeing something probably on the 1st. If I was to put good money behind anything, it's probably going to be on the 1st. Can you give us something to verify that you indeed had some info when the announcement is made, like something that would be in the video about the console itself? Tomorrow morning? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Literally, the only thing that I've been told as of right now is to literally keep holding my breath. That's it. My credibility around like release timing and all of that stuff was that they're going to announce something major at 6 o'clock Eastern. I wrongly and incorrectly assumed that it was going to be the Switch. It wasn't. It was Nintendo Music. I've been had. That's fine. It happens. When being told to hold my breath, that usually means that something is going to be coming. Would the trailer on the first US time mean Saturday in Japan? Depending on when it is released, but more than likely, yes. Which aligns with what they did with NX. So it kind of makes a bit more sense now that I'm thinking about it. Because again, guys, please correct me if I'm wrong, but when the Switch was originally announced, there was a teaser tweet that went down on a Friday, and the trailer went live on a Saturday. He could be saying hold your breath for a while. Nintendo has that kind of track record, unfortunately. Based off of my conversations with him and his position, I would not necessarily say that he's saying don't hold your breath. I don't think he wants anything bad to happen to me. So do you think your source knows the exact reveal time? Yes. How many sources do I have for this? I had 4 sources that there was going to be a major announcement today. Multiple. Okay, the teaser was on a Thursday, video on Friday. Okay. So, I mean, if that holds, we're still going to be getting something probably. You guys are all saying different dates. I don't know. I don't remember what exact day it was. I'm not a historian. But regardless, the previous history of Nintendo, when they made their announcement on Twitter, it was a stay tuned tweet, and then the video went live on YouTube, if I remember right, the next day. It was on a Wednesday and released on Thursday morning, not on Saturday. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate the correction. I have classes in the morning. I hope I don't miss anything. You may not be able to see it live if it goes down on the first, but he knows the exact time but didn't share it with you. No, he did not share it with me. He did share an exact time when we talked about the big announcement that was happening today. That exact time was given to me at 6 o'clock. But that turned out to not be for the Switch 2. It turned out to be for Nintendo Music. Have I seen the official Switch 2 logo? No comment. I can't confirm or deny. Again, knowing Nintendo, if they're gonna try to figure out where leaks, etc., are coming from, there's going to be multiple different versions of it. Meaning there's going to be multiple different copies that were handed out to different employees, etc., different groups. That if anything was to be shared online, they'd be able to suss out exactly where those leaks are coming from, or at least what groups. So, or developers. So no, I'm not gonna. Nope. I'm not gonna confirm or deny. I'm still down to answer whatever questions. He knows the exact time but didn't share with you. Okay. Purios Leaker. I mean, it makes sense. If you're sharing things that could have a significant impact on others' livelihoods, I don't want to have that responsibility. Do I know any of the launch games? They're from developers. There's going to be quite a few games available on launch. That's all I'm going to say. Are there going to be some major titles? Some titles that we could have been looking forward to, or I don't want to get there. Please say 3D Mario. Please say 3D Mario. They just Nintendo Japan just released a tweet about Europa, an indie game. Yes, they did, and I think they also released something. They put out a tweet about Clock Tower. Do I know any of the launch games? I don't want to. Again, guys, I know that there's quite a few titles that are going to be available on launch. That's the most that I can talk about it. Team 2025. Listen, it's going to be available in 2025. It'll probably be available to purchase in March. I hope the next 3D Mario is amazing because it's probably going to be another 8 years before we get another one afterwards. Yeah, I agree with you. I completely 100% agree with you. Let's see what else I can... Did I miss anything? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Again, I'm happy to answer whatever questions because, like, here's the thing. Purchase in March. Yes. Odyssey turned 7 today, actually. Yeah. Can I say anything about the new gimmick? No. Nope. Mostly just because I don't have anything absolutely confirmed. Oh, 3 days ago? Okay, yeah. Guys, if, you know what? If you guys don't have any more questions, maybe we'll talk in the next couple of days. I'd be surprised if there was a new gimmick, to be honest. There is something. Now say something that's not a lie. I don't know what you mean. David, thanks for tuning in, buddy. How long do you have to wait from now for any announcements? As far as... Okay, so a major gimmick or minor? Think about what cool features were a part of the 3DS. Think about some of the cool things that they implemented in the 3DS and the new 2DS that weren't directly related to dual screen, but that had some impact on very specific related titles. And I think that would probably be the hint that I'm going to get at. I'm blowing into a microphone. Nintendo 3D Switch. No, it's not going to be 3D. I can guarantee that. That's basically all I can say. That's basically all I'm going to say right now. So the new the new Nintendo 3D Switch XL. How much would it suck if they actually don't call it Switch 2 and it was Switch XL? Well, eye tracking would fit with all the eye emojis we've been seeing. Guys, I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. It's going to be interesting. It's going to have a couple titles that it's going to work well with. That's roughly about it, though. That's really all I can say. It's going to be one of those things where, like with 1-2 Switch, you have different parts that are leveraged in games that leverage it really well, but then nothing else really works for a little bit. I would cry for like 4 seconds and then become hyped again. Yeah. The Nintendo 2D Switch XL Lite U. I see that the vast majority of you guys have sort of like tuned in for the 9 o'clock. I like the IR sensor. Yeah, true. Anything else from Nintendo today? Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. For like a state of play. Not a Sony state of play, just like our state of play as to where I think that this is going to end up going. Do you guys want me to go live on the first? Because realistically, tomorrow it's not going to happen, right? And this is me saying that tomorrow it's not going to happen. Like, they're not going to drop a complete announcement and trailer or an official announcement on Halloween or All Saints. Mostly just because they're not going to have that. They're not going to have the audience that's there to consume it. The vast majority of North America, which is not their entire market. Like, let's not just assume that the world revolves around North America, because it doesn't. But North America has a really, really significant amount of the purchasing power, especially when it comes to a new console. The vast majority of that audience is going to be busy tomorrow. Is there a chance that we're going to get a teaser? I want to say yes. I want to say that based off of my experience with this company, we get something that states along the lines of what they did last time, which is stay tuned or tune in to our YouTube channel at X time for a special announcement. So if we get anything tomorrow, it'll be along those lines, with the video going live on the 1st. That being said, I don't think that we're going to get a lot of information or anything out of it tomorrow. I'm going to circle back with my guy. I'm going to circle back with the developers that I've had conversations with today. I'm going to try to suss out more information so I can give you guys a little bit more, or so that I could have a better idea as to exactly when it's going to happen and if I can get that from them. Again, you're all here. You're all here because of a tweet that I made that said that at 6 p.m. there was going to be an announcement. I assumed it was going to be the Switch 2. It wasn't. It was Nintendo announcing Nintendo Music. Still an absolutely massive announcement. No, it's not to say that no more tomorrow. I just don't think that it makes sense for Nintendo to release a major announcement for arguably the most hyped up console in the history of gaming on Halloween Day. That does not make sense. More than likely, they will probably announce it, if they're going to do it, within the window that I'm assuming they're doing it in. If they're going to be making that announcement, it's probably going to be on the 1st. They're going to tease it on Halloween to get people hyped, aware, and ready to consume whatever content that they have. There's nothing wrong with Halloween announcements. They just won't get the audience. Just watch. Like, if there's somebody from Nintendo watching this right now, they're going to be like, just to fuck with them, we're going to press the go button on Halloween Day. It'll be tomorrow. But within my scope of experience, within the conversations that I've had with a lot of people, that made me feel comfortable to assume that the Switch 2 was going to be announced tonight. The chances of it being announced within the next 2 days, so that means on the 1st or before, is very, 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 very likely. Okay, by the way, feel free to answer only half of my question posts if one of the parts could be racy. Do you know any of the reveal details in the video? Ellie? I've seen something. Okay, here. I know that there's been multiple versions of this video shot. Okay? I know that they've been in post-production, or they completed post-production probably about 2 weeks ago. Meaning that the video's been signed off on. But I also know there's been 4 or 5 I also know that there's been 4 or 5 different versions of that floating around the multiple different Nintendo headquarters. So will I have a good idea of which one of those is going to go live? No. Um, so could Pokemon be in it? Officially, I have to say that I don't know. Unofficially, I can say that there's a good chance that there is some Pokemon content, but Game Freak will probably have some sort of a announcement or gameplay reveal of ZA within a few days of the Switch 2 announcement. That's the most that I can say about that. I don't want to talk about anything more just because Game Freak has had a very bad couple of weeks, and that's the most that I want to go into. You do not. Did you not list reveal tweet 6 p.m.? Yeah. So Tony, I did state 100% that the reveal tweet was going to be between 6 and 7. I made that comment because of the fact that the information that was given to me said that a major announcement was going to be made between 6 and 7. I inferred based off of conversations that I had with that source that is very, very well connected within the space. Based off of our previous conversations, that's what it was going to be. So I made that assumption incorrectly, and I will own that. I think that right after that came out, I owned it right away. That I was wrong, that it wasn't giving me the Switch 2, that it wasn't the Switch 2, but I was right that there was a major announcement. That's all I'm going to say. You guys can choose to believe it or not. Again, I've been saying this for the past hour and a half, going on 2 hours almost. I'm literally just some dude on the internet. I'm some random guy that you all have never seen before on the internet, telling you stuff that I hear about a product that we all want to see happen, about a console that we all love and can't wait for the newest iteration to come out of. So does that necessarily mean that I was correct about it? That's up for you to decide. I'm not asking for you to look at me and say that I'm the leaker, or I'm the person of authority when it comes to this. I'm not. I'm just some guy that was passed some information that has some contacts based off of the work in the industry that I've been in for the past 10 years. And I decided to share something, was only partially correct about it. So that's up to you. If you want to think that I'm bullshitting, I completely understand. GameCube games coming to Nintendo Switch Online. I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about it. I think that realistically, NSO at its core is an emulator, obviously, right? We all know this. But the file sizes for those games is going to be much, much higher and much larger, I should say, than what we've seen in the past before. So is it possible? Yes. Is it going to take up a lot more storage space? Yes. And they've also had a pretty difficult time with running it. So I don't know if it's going to be coming on the Switch, probably Switch 2. Was more about suggesting about you're open to a full reveal tomorrow or earlier on Halloween as a possibility. Based off of the conversations that I had with this person, with this source that is closely connected to Nintendo, either at Nintendo, no, I've said it earlier today, that is at Nintendo. When they told me about what was happening today, I made an assumption based off of what that conversation was and based off of Nintendo's history when it comes to releasing a new console, that they were going to do a teaser trailer and they were going to make a larger announcement the next day. Now that has not happened today, the chances of it happening tomorrow is very unlikely. Meaning the chances of them doing like a full release where they just shadow drop the trailer is unlikely. Pikmin 1 and 2 and Metroid Prime and Mario Sunshine probably means that they're just going to release GameCube games individually. Yeah, probably. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to do remasters of a lot of these. I wouldn't put it past them to do remasters of Switch games. Should I have said that? I think it's kind of public knowledge now. Yeah, there's going to be like some first party games that are going to get remade for the Switch 2 or the successor. That are they're currently in development for Switch 2 and the successor to leverage the significant extra horsepower. Actually, I think I even talked about that a year and a half ago. I think it's been like almost maybe a year. Was it GDC? I forget. There's a development build of a first party game that was someone said it. There's a first party game that was developed as a proof of concept that they could share with developers when they were trying to recruit developers to work on these remasters. Breath of the Wild, yep. Pokemon Stars is imminent. Bang down the hatches. If you were to guess what the Switch 2 released before or after Xenoblade, I don't want to. When's Xenoblade coming? Xenoblade. Okay, so the definitive edition, March. March 20th. I kind of like that date. That date sounds very familiar. So do I think it's going to be released before or after? I think I just answered that. Is it Breath of the Wild? Or it is Breath of the Wild. Yeah. So Breath of the Wild, they basically did a complete graphics and graphics mod overhaul. And there are other developers that are currently working on first party titles to do that exact same thing for other titles that were on the Switch. And as far as I know, they are going to be releasing them. How do I want to say this? Okay, so there is going to be, if you own a physical copy of the game, there may be DLC or DLC-like packages that you can purchase in order to have the game run at a much higher level of fidelity. If you guys watch the PS4, the PS5 space, PlayStation, and PC, Horizon just did something similar where I think it's like 10 or $15 where you basically just get a completely revamped version of the game if you own a copy of it. I could see Nintendo doing something very similar with their own first party titles. Thousand Year Door is being remade. There's going to be a lot. So you're like 100% confident it's being tweeted tomorrow for reveal on the 1st. I honestly think no one should ever say that they are 100% confident of anything unless it's something that you rely on yourself specifically. Okay. So like if I worked at Nintendo which I don't, but if I worked at Nintendo and I had firsthand, first party knowledge of exactly when this video has been scheduled to go live, then I could state with complete certainty that I'm 100% positive. I'm 100% confident. I am not that person. I rely on third parties. I rely on other people to relay their first party information that I then go and corroborate with other people in the industry before I make any sort of assertions. But again, me talking about stuff like that requires my relying on other people, and I can never be 100% confident that that person, regardless of where they are, regardless of what their track record is 100% correct. Does that make sense? Unless I have seen significant internal documents that were dated today, I'm not ready to make that 100% confirmation. That's not fair. Am I very confident that we're going to see something on the 1st? Yes. Yes. Does that mean that we're going to get some sort of a teaser? It would make sense to get a teaser, which is why I mentioned that we were going to get a teaser today when I thought that the big announcement was today, because of the information that was told to me. But does that necessarily mean that we're going to get it like 100%? No. I have not come to you guys and said with 100% certainty that anything is going to happen. I feel very confident, but that doesn't mean 100%. I hope that answers your question. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. What more possibly could they do before it's 60, besides 60 FPS for 1,000 Year Door? Textures. You can keep the exact same art style, but have something that has more 4K or more high quality textures alongside of a higher frame rate target. I mean, that's realistically what we're going to be seeing with a lot of these remasters, is just higher quality assets. More than likely, that's exactly what we're going to see with a lot of them. Higher quality assets, bigger frame rate targets, something that takes advantage of the significant increase in performance that we're going to be seeing. Guys, I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm not used to this. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Monday, on the 1st, we are going to go live again. I'm going to reconnect. With my contacts. I'm going to talk tomorrow. I'm going to talk to my buddy at NVIDIA to find out why he trolled me so fucking hard. Try to understand where we are in this cycle. Again, I've been told to hold my breath from my main contact. The same person that told me that there's going to be a major announcement today at 6 p.m. said, hold your breath. I'm sorry that I got you guys' hopes up when it comes to the Switch 2 being today. A lot of you guys are tuning in because you saw that. Maybe it shadow drops tomorrow. At this point, I can't state with complete honesty and transparency that that's exactly what's going to happen. I have no idea. I feel very confident it's going to happen in the 1st, just because of what we were talking about. Will the Switch 2 be Quad HD or 4K? 4K docked. So yeah, we're going to go live again on the 1st. If you guys are following me on Twitter, you can see a notification there when I'm about to go live. Subscribe, guys, or hit me with a follow here on YouTube so you can get notified when we're going live again. I'm maybe going to try to do a little bit more of this stuff. Maybe later on down the line, If you guys want to tune in and hang out, I'd like to have you around. I'm going to shut it down now. I'm a dad, so I'm exhausted. It's 9:43. My almost 40-year-old brain is running on Coca-Cola and hopes and dreams. But this is a good start. Guys, thank you so much. Hey, listen, if you want to tune in, you can. I'd be more than happy to join you. So for tonight, I'm going to say thank you very much for jumping in. I don't think anything else is happening tonight, guys. We haven't had anything from Nintendo today. Outside of what we were talking about on the at 6 o'clock. Again, that's kind of cryptic, saying hold your breath. Maybe he wants me to pass away because I leaked that there was going to be the 6 o'clock announcement. That could be it too. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, we're going to be back live on the 1st unless there's a big drop tomorrow. I'm not going to be missing my kids going trick-or-treating. That's probably going to be a big thing for them. They're going to want lots of candy. I'm probably going to be down here eating candy afterwards. So maybe you guys want to join me. We can play something together. And hope and pray that Nintendo does do some sort of a shadow drop. Damien is closed on Fridays. I don't believe they're closed on Fridays, Damien. Reminds me of Ryan Reynolds. Oh, please. I wish. I wish. I may have a man crush on Ryan Reynolds. Don't tell my wife. Okay. So I have no idea when I'm going live again next time, guys, but thank you very much for tuning in. I really, 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 really appreciate everybody joining in. At our peak, I think we had like 200 people in here, which is fantastic. To everybody that's still here right now, again, I'm going to say this. Family Boards. You heard it from Family Boards. Okay. So to everybody that is here currently right now, I greatly appreciate you tuning in. Again, I'm one person on the internet who was given some information, made the wrong assumption about it. I hope that I can share more with you guys going forward in the future. This was fun. I haven't been live talking to people in a very, very, very long time on YouTube and on Twitch. I was live on Twitch for a little bit, but I guess that shut down. I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you have any questions that weren't answered, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll take a look at them afterwards. I'll take a look at them tomorrow while I'm working through some of my wife's videos, who's also a YouTuber, by the way. If you know how to find channels here, you'd be able to find her as well too. I don't know if you're really interested in that stuff. She appeals to women like 50 plus doing like art and stuff like that. But I'll be taking a look at comments, seeing if there's anything that I missed. Any of the questions here from the live stream that weren't included. Guys, hit me up on Twitter. You found me here from Twitter, so thank you very much. And maybe we'll see each other in a couple of days talking about exactly what Nintendo has or will be doing pretty shortly. So yeah, everybody, thank you. We'll see you in a couple of days. Maybe sooner. I'm still here. Oh, now the camera turns off. Bye, guys. And I promise the next stream I'm going to have music and everything working. That I can promise.